Hi, my name is Gautam. Today I'm going to talk about the Weka tool, which is a data mining workbench tool basically developed in Java, free and open source. So it contains large number of algorithms for classification, data processing and feature selection and finding associations. So let me just open the tool. In the Weka tool, once you click on the explore button, you have an option to select the dataset that you want to use it. Here I am using the iris dataset. So if you look at this dataset, it has four input attributes, which is sepal length, sepal width, petal length and petal width, and the target variable is the class. So based on these four attributes, it's trying to identify which class, whether it is Sesota, versicolor or virginica the flower is. So here we are able to visualize the data. For example, the dataset has 50 sesotas, 50 versicolars and 50 virginica. Here it shows whether the particular variable is nominal or like numeric attribute. So if it is a numeric, it has minimum, maximum, mean and standard deviation. If it is a nominal, that is a classification, it clearly shows the classes. What are all the classes? Here the number of instances and attributes. You can edit the value by giving edit here and updating the value as you want. You can remove a particular value by selecting that attribute and pressing remove. And for now I'm undoing it. Next we will apply the J48 decision tree to understand the data mining process. So on this classify tab, go to trees and select J48, and I have three test options here. Like one is percentage split. The percentage split here means that 70% of the data it is like it's taking as training set and 30% as testing. The cross validation means like it divides the data into 10 folds and uses one fold for testing and the remaining 9 as training, and it performs the same procedure for 10 times and takes an average of it. And we have an option to use training set and use supplied test set, so you can give an external test set to test the classifier. We'll go ahead and select percentage split and give start. The Weka has generated the data mining process and given us the output. The initial first part, it's about the dataset, how many instances and attributes are there, and the next is the actual tree and what logic it used. We'll see that in detail. And number of leaves and size of the tree, what is the total size of the tree from top. Here it shows the correctly classified. 95% of the data is correctly classified and 4.4% of the data is incorrectly classified. If you come down, we can see the confusion matrix, which tells how the data mining algorithm got confused by seeing the data. So if we see it closely, it shows how many sesotas were correctly classified as sesotas and so on. If you see the virginica alone, like it shows how many two virginicas were incorrectly classified as versicolor. Apart from that, rest of the data were correctly classified. Next we'll visualize the tree by right clicking here and give visualize. Here it gives a graphical representation how the algorithm has executed. So basically here if you see it, it has taken the attribute petal width. If it is less than 0.6, it has segregated it as Sesota, and if it is greater than it, and it has further gone and the algorithm is working like this. We will see about some of the parameters of J48. So here we have an option for binary split. So it tells whether the split should be performed on the nominal attributes when building the tree. Next is the confidence factor. So if I try to reduce the confidence factor, the tree gets more pruned and we get smaller trees. I reduced it, I'm trying to execute it. If I visualize the tree right now, it shows much smaller tree. So let's try to compare it with the older tree. See, you can see the total length of the tree has reduced to a good extent. And apart from that, we have the minimum number of objects. So this is the number of instances per leaf and the number of folds. And we have an option for seed. This is for randomizing the dataset and whether you want to prune the tree or unprune. I have kept unpruned equal to false, which means pruning is performed. So that's it. Thank you.